trip to Mackinaw Island. Your safety is our #1 priority, so we ask that you pay close attention to the following information. Life jackets aboard the Miss Margie are located on the top deck on either side of the pilot house, in the main cabin in marked compartments on either side of the front hatch, and in the rear of the cabin on the port side. We ask guests to refrain from eating, drinking, vaping, or smoking while on board for the safety of you and those around you. Water on the Great Lakes can get bumpy, so while walking about, please use the back of seats and handrails where provided. One untimely slip can ruin your Mackinac Island trip. If the captain has pointed out the areas on the top deck that are taking on spray, he knows what he's talking about, and you will get wet. We consider Miss Margie the queen of our fleet, and she was proudly built in 2015, only 50 miles from here in Onaway, Michigan. Miss Margie is just as powerful as her namesake and co-founder of Sheplers, Margaret Shepler. She boasts triple V16 2000 series MTU engines, each producing 1,410 horsepower. Our cruising time to the island will be a quick 16 minutes. If you are interested in the history of the island or are a parent that wants to make this vacation educational for your children, we have the Mackinaw Island Historic Guidebook available for $2. This 65-page booklet points out all the tour, bicycle, and walking routes on the island. The crew will be coming around with those in just a moment. We're here to help, so while underway, if you need anything, please let us know. Be sure to get social with us using #RideSheplers and visit sheplersferry.com for discounted tickets and packages. We thank you for choosing Sheplers as your Mackinaw Island transportation.
Here in just a few moments, Charlie and Keanu are going to be coming around with the world famous Mackinac Island Historical Visitors Guidebook, a new little souvenir publication put out by the State Park Commission on the island. Has 65 pages in it, has a couple great little maps inside. Help make better use of your time while on the island today. They are a must-have for any Mackinac Island adventure. Now these handy little booklets do go for the bargain price of just $2, and at $2, folks, I guarantee they'll be the cheapest souvenir that you buy all day. Should you like one, please hold your hands high while Keanu and Charlie come walking by.
Welcome to Mackinac Island. We know how exciting this is, but we ask that you pay attention to a few quick announcements. Please remain seated until the vessel can be secured to the dock and luggage carts are unloaded. Please watch your step at the stairwells, aisleways, and ramp when going ashore. Please remember to take all of your belongings with you. This includes children, pets, and spouses. Most of you will have purchased round-trip tickets. You must have the same ticket to board the ferry back to the mainland, so be sure to keep that safe for the duration of your trip. If you have luggage aboard and are staying at the Grand Hotel, Mission Point Resort, or Island House, your luggage will be taken directly to your hotel, and you can claim it upon check-in. For those of you staying at one of the other 5 hotels or bed and breakfasts, your luggage will be taken up to the dock at street level. You will need to claim your bags with your hotel's dock porter and arrange delivery to your hotel. While we're docking, let's get your tour of the island started. The building located on the bluff with the gray roof, 3 dormers, and flags flying is our Michigan Governor's summer residence. To the right of that, you can see a long white wall. This is Fort Mackinac. Off to the left, the majestic white building with the green roof is the world-famous Grand Hotel. And to the right, you'll see the red roofs of Mission Point Resort. Head up to the Inn at Stonecliff to experience the much-anticipated transformation of this Mackinac landmark. Enjoy your stay on the island, watch your step while going ashore, and please remember to keep your tickets. We'll see you on the return trip.